I welcome all to this program Voice of Saints. Today, June 26, our Holy Catholic Church celebrate the feast of Saints John and Paul. These two saints were brothers and were officers of the Roman army in the days of Constantine the Great. They served in the house of Constance, daughter of Constantine, who was consecrated to God. Their virtues and services to her father rendered them very dear to her. They would soon glorify God by a great moral victory. After despising the honors of the world, they triumphed by their martyrdom over its threats and torments. With the aid of the liberality of the Christian princes, they were practicing many works of charity and mercy until the deaths of both Constantine and Constance. Then, at the accession of Julian the Apostate to the imperial throne, they resigned their position in the palace. Julian had returned to the cult of idols and was attempting to re-establish it in the empire. The Christian brothers saw many wicked men prosper in their impiety, but were not dazzled by their example. They considered that worldly prosperity accompanied by impunity and sin is the most dreadful of all judgments, indicating reprobation. And history reveals how false and short-lived was the glittering prosperity of Julian. While still in power, the apostate attempted to win back these influential officers into active service. When he was refused, he gave them 10 days to reconsider. The officer Terentianus, who at the end of that time brought to their house a little idol of Jupiter for their adoration, found them in prayer. In the middle of that night they were decapitated secretly in their own garden, since the emperor feared their execution might cause a sedition in Rome. He instigated a rumor that they had been exiled, but the demons took hold of possessed persons in Rome and published the fact of their martyrdom everywhere. The son of the officer who had slain them also became possessed, and it was only after their father, Terentianus, had prayed at the tomb of the martyrs that the child was liberated. This so impressed him that he became a Christian with all his family and wrote the history we have reported. The martyrs, by their renouncement of favors and their heroic resistance, purchased an immense weight of never-fading glory and were a spectacle worthy of God. Their house became a magnificent Christian basilica already at the end of the 4th century. Reflection. The saints always consider that they have done nothing for Christ as long as they have not resisted unto blood and completed their sacrifice, even to pouring forth its last drop, if God asks it. We must always bear in mind that we owe to God all that we are, and that after all our efforts, we remain unprofitable servants, doing only what we are bound to do. On behalf of Saints Fans Association, I wish a holy feast of Saints John and Paul. Amen.
Mukkad.